Hey there, movie buffs. It's your boy Mike here to take you on a wild ride through some of the best adventure flicks the 80s blessed us with. Grab your popcorn, your neon leg warmers, and let's dive into a decade where heroes were larger than life, special effects were, well, special in their own way, and adventure was just a VHS tape away. This is part one of our countdown of 26 must-watch classic 80s adventure movies you can't miss. Alright, let's jump into our DeLorean and set the time circuits to pure 80s nostalgia. Starting off our list at number 26, it's a movie that's as quirky as a Rubik's Cube and twice as colourful. In Pee-wee's Big Adventure, 1985, we follow our eccentric hero, Pee-wee Herman, on a mission to recover his stolen bike. Spoiler alert, this isn't just any bike, it's his pride and joy. With Tim Burton at the helm, you get a bizarre yet totally delightful adventure that's almost as strange as your uncle's dance moves at family weddings. Coming in at number 25 is The Monster Squad, 1987. Imagine if your childhood fear of monsters was real, and then imagine that you and your friends had to save the world from them. Sounds terrifying, right? But in a super fun 80s kid on a mission kind of way. It's like The Goonies, but with more fangs, fur, and mummy wrappings. Wax on, wax off. At number 24, we have The Karate Kid, 1984. This movie taught us all that with the right mentor, even a scrawny kid can become a karate champion. Plus, it's got one of the best training montages ever. Sweep the leg, anyone? For our 23rd spot, we have Short Circuit, featuring Johnny Five, a military robot that gets struck by lightning and gains a personality. You could say he really got a charge out of it. This movie is a delightful blend of sci-fi and comedy that makes you wish all robots were this charmingly rebellious. Next up, at number 22, we've got Labyrinth, 1986, a movie that's as magical as it is mesmerizing. With David Bowie as the Goblin King and Jennifer Connelly as the determined Sarah, this film is a fantastical journey through a maze filled with bizarre creatures and tricky puzzles. And let's be real, Bowie's hair alone deserves an Oscar. For our 21st spot, we have Flight of the Navigator, a movie that's equal parts sci-fi adventure and pure 80s magic. When 12-year-old David Freeman is abducted by an alien spacecraft and returns home, only to find he's been missing for 8 years, things get a little complicated. With a talking spaceship and some seriously cool special effects, this film will have you navigating straight to Nostalgia Town. Coming in at number 20 is The Never-Ending Story, 1984, a film that's anything but boring. Join Bastian as he reads a magical book that draws him into the land of Fantasia. With a flying luck dragon, a giant rock-eater, and an epic quest to save a dying world, this movie is a testament to the power of imagination. At number 19, we have Stand By Me, 1986, a heartfelt tale of friendship and adventure. Based on a Stephen King novella, this movie follows 4 boys who set out to find a dead body. It's a coming-of-age story that's equal parts thrilling and touching, reminding us all of the power of childhood bonds. Kicking off number 18 is Adventures in Babysitting, 1987, a movie that proves babysitting is more dangerous than babysitting a gremlin after midnight. When Chris Parker's quiet night of babysitting goes awry, she finds herself and the kid she's watching caught in a series of urban misadventures. It's basically a guide on how not to spend a night out in Chicago. At number 17, we have Spaceballs, 1987, Mel Brooks' hilarious parody of Star Wars and other sci-fi classics. With characters like Lone Star and Barf and the evil Dark Helmet, this movie is a laugh riot from start to finish. Remember, may the Schwartz be with you. Revving into the 16th spot is Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, 1981. This post-apocalyptic adventure is high-octane action at its finest. Mel Gibson's Max is a lone warrior in a desolate wasteland, battling vicious gangs for precious fuel. It's gritty, it's intense, and it's got some of the best car chases ever put on film. Sliding into the 14th place is The Blues Brothers, 1980. This musical comedy adventure stars John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd as Jake and Elwood Blues, who set out on a mission from God to save their old orphanage by reuniting their band and raising money through a series of wild performances and car chases. It's pure 80s gold. And finally, taking the 13th spot is Raiders of the Lost Ark 1981. The adventure that started it all. Indiana Jones dodges snakes, Nazis and giant boulders in his quest to find the Ark of the Covenant. Directed by Spielberg and with Harrison Ford donning the iconic fedora, this movie set the standard for all adventure films to follow. It's whip-smart and full of non-stop action. And there you have it, folks, our first half of 26 must-watch classic 80s adventure movies you can't miss. Did your favourite make the list? If not, drop a comment below and tell me what I missed. Make sure to like, subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss out on our totally rad movie countdowns. Until next time, keep those adventure spirits high and those VHS tapes rewound. Stay awesome, dudes!